Hey everyone, it's Mikexingchen. If you think about it, nature is beautiful, but it's also pretty terrifying. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of bugs and spiders and snakes, and they choose to live in a city and not in the woods. But can you imagine if, let's say you're afraid of all those things and someone just dropped you off in the middle of the Amazon rainforest? What would you do? So question for you all, you're either forced to stay in the middle of a rainforest with no shelter for a week or stay at a haunted lighthouse. Which one would you choose? Anyway, when we think about creepy things in the wild, we would probably think of poisonous snakes, bears, insects that might make a nest inside your body and lay some eggs, but we never really think of plants as being scary, despite the fact that there are many plants that could kill, sting, poison, or just sit there looking super creepy. So here are some truly terrifying plants that you better wish you'll never run into. Number 1. Giant hogweed. Giant hogweed is a native of the Caucasus region of Eurasia brought to the UK and then the US as, get this, a garden ornamental appreciated for its showy good looks. But these good looks can hurt. The tall plant with large attractive flowers the size of umbrellas that when triggered by the sun, as giant hogweed is photosensitive, oozes a thick sap that coats human skin upon contact. Almost immediately, the sap reacts with the sun and starts a chemical reaction that burns through the skin and tissues, leading to necrosis and the formation of massive purple lesions that incredibly may last for several years. Yeah, years, or even permanently. Even more terrifying is that just a tiny bit of sap could cause permanent blindness upon eye contact. You know, some plants aren't really physically harmful, but they definitely make you feel like you're in a nightmare, which brings us to number 2 on our list, the bleeding tooth fungus. Yeah, Now, I love mushrooms, especially on pizza, because I'm a fun guy. Get it? No. Alright, that's horrible, sorry. You'll love the bleeding tooth fungus if you love things like the show Dexter or the aftermath of the Psycho shower scene. Anyway, this fungus can be found in North America where it is more common in the Pacific Northwest. The liquid on most specimens does in fact resemble blood, but can also be light pink, yellow, orange, or beige in color. And here's the thing, this fungus is not considered toxic to humans, just inedible. This unique mushroom obtains its inedible status due to the taste of its flesh and juice, which are described as acrid or extremely bitter and peppery. So you know what this means, is that at one point some random person found this thing, took a look at it, and decided it would be a good idea to eat it. I mean, how does that happen? This thing looked like someone stabbed Toad a bunch of times. I think maybe it'll be good in a salad. Number 3, the Gimpy tree. If this tree went to middle school, it would get picked on a lot. But don't tease it, because the Gimpy has a reputation as the most dangerous and most pain-inducing tree. Its stinging hairs deliver a potent neurotoxin, and severe sting from the tree can even be fatal to humans. All you have to do is lightly touch the tree to feel the effect of the toxins, which is one of the most persistent toxins known to man. If you do touch it, the burning sensation may last up to 2 years. One researcher even discovered that the poison remains viable for up to 20 years. The excruciating pain has been described as being sprayed with hot acid and has even driven those affected to suicide. In one disturbing case, and I mean super disturbing, a man actually shot himself because he couldn't take the pain after mistakenly using the leaf, as toilet paper. So the lesson here is 1, stay away from this, and 2, always have toilet paper with you when you go into the woods, just in case you need to make a donation at the porcelain altar, or jettison the alien, or make a witch's hat. Okay, that's all I got. Number 4, this one sounds innocent enough, Buttercup. This word may conjure up fun and feel-good memories of watching movies like The Princess Bride or There's Something About Mary, and is by far the most innocent-looking plant on this list, but Buttercup is among the more deadly of garden plants. Buttercup commonly grows in grassy patches with poor drainage, and may frequently be found by children who use it in games that involve touching it to the skin. The goal is to experience a momentary red mark on the skin as the red flowers release a toxin that induces temporary rash symptoms. Buttercup is far more dangerous, however. The plant is capable of poisoning grazing animals that eat it, causing serious gastrointestinal toxicity. Ingestion by humans may result in a painful death resulting from organ and nervous system intoxication. Number 5. Spurge laurel. This is another unassuming plant with small glossy leaves that may be commonly found in ornamental gardens and public grounds. Spurge laurel is closely related to the bay leaf, but this woody mini shrub offers one of the most dreadful deaths in the plant kingdom. Containing powerful biocides, spurge laurel will cause blistering and irritation if cut or handled carelessly, but it is internally that it wreaks its havoc. Consumption of even a couple of berries will result in major internal bleeding and organ failure, with death imminent within several hours. Number 6. New Zealand tree nettle. The New Zealand tree nettle is one of only 2 plants in the world that has killed a human being just by the unfortunate act of walking into it. This monster plant is an enormous and super toxic tree version of the common stinging nettle and may grow up to 15 feet tall. The well-camouflaged plant is armed with unusually large needles that deliver a potentially lethal and also corrosive neurotoxin upon the slightest contact. In one tragic documented case, a New Zealand hunter was killed after brushing against one of these things, causing his entire nervous system to shut down through the acute venom effect. Now, if you do not die right away, you're not out of the woods yet. Potentially deadly polyneuropathy, a degenerative breakdown of your nervous system pathways, may occur over time. So there you go. And the next time you're complaining about poison ivy or poison oak, just remember, there are worse plants out there, and no wonder plants are the weapon of choice for Kurama. Also, if you want to learn more about plants, check out my video on the possibility that plants may have feelings and could even read our minds. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. See you later.